What is up, metalheads? Welcome to Season 2. Welcome back to Full Metal Trivia. Welcome back to the chaos that is Full Metal Media. I'm your host for the evening, Alex Worden, Director of Operations here at Full Metal Media. And with me, as always, co-hosting, because I frankly just would never do a match without him, he's our lead question writer, Jeremy the Adam Adams. And joining him in the question-asking chair tonight will be his Teen 80s partner, my favorite and yours, live from a sex dungeon, the Sandman, Sandy Robinson. Boys, how you doing tonight?
We're doing great.
Well, apparently I'm doing extra great.
You always seem so nice, Andy.
Could have been worse, though. It could have been a murder dungeon, so let's at least have that. But also joining us in the hosting chair, helping us as the line judge and running the broadcast for us tonight, everyone's favorite heel until the polls are revealed who's the winner, and everyone's favorite comic book villain, Harley Quinn herself, Mark Borich. Mark, what's going on?
What up, everyone? It's me. I'm on a different shift at work now, so I'm back to my old job that I love.
Yay. And we are happy to have you back. It's amazing to have you back with us. And on that note, folks, I'm just going to get right into it. Season 2 is live. Brand new season, brand new stats, a brand new round 3 in case you didn't see the championship match. And we're starting things off with a dynamite lineup of old and new players. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the introductions for them. Introducing first, walking into Season 2 with a Full Metal Trivia record of 1 win and 27 overall points. She is one of the most dominant players in any league she plays in, the meme queen, Jen Kempe. Introducing next, a debuting player who literally just jumped into this match 10 minutes ago on complete luck because we needed a last-minute substitution. Please welcome a wrestling specialist who is giving his honest shot in movie trivia, the minor threat, Matthew Rosa.
Nice. Good old college try. Woo!
All right. Also making their Full Metal Trivia debut. You know him from There Will Be Trivia. You know him from The Snowball. You know him from the team named after him, the Book of Eli. Give it up for the Showman, Eli McCaig.
Ah, yes, that's me.
All right. Next up, he is a returning player to Full Metal Trivia. He is a showrunner and admin over at the Movie Battleground team here at Worldwide Movie Games. You know him. You love him. He is Aaron Connole.
And in one sentence, Alex just made me sound more professional than I've ever made myself sound in a Movie Battleground video.
He'll do that.
Introducing finally, and last but certainly not least, a player who made his Full Metal Trivia debut late last season, dominated, beat me in round 3, and is coming into Season 2 as one of the biggest threats we have. Give it up for pretty princess, Primetime, Paul Oyama!
Yay!
It's just Primetime, but I figured I'd add a little extra flair into that.
Nice.
Never hurts.
All right, so that is your lineup of players for the evening, and we will find out between these 5 who will be the first player to be the one player to rule them all tonight. Round 1 works like this, as it always does. Competitors will be given 8 questions with a 15 count to respond each, writing their answers down on a whiteboard, paper, sandwich, whatever they happen to have handy. After the count is over, they will reveal their answers in sequence. Correct answers are worth 1 point. Incorrect answers don't do any penalty. However, the player with the highest score after that round will move into round number 2 with an advantage, and the player with the lowest score will be eliminated from competition. Contestants, are you ready?
I'm ready to give you all a good show.
Sandy's shaking his head no, but screw it. We are go. Jeremy and Sandy, take it away with round number 1.
All right, I'll start here. Your
You
first
got it.
question, guys. Your first one is in the category of comedy. What actress co-starred in the comedies Keanu and Girls Trip?
Yay.
That's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down.
All right, let's go ahead and let's start with Jen. She's the first one who spoke up.
Jen.
Tiffany Haddish. I love her.
Absolutely correct.
All right, and next we'll go to Paul.
Best part of the Oscars, Tiffany Haddish.
Nice.
Correct. And we'll move on to
Yeah.
Matt.
Tiffany Haddish. I knew that one.
Oh, he's on
All
the
right.
board. Yay.
And next we'll go to Aaron.
I didn't know she was in Keanu, but Tiffany Haddish.
Correct.
Oh.
And finally, Eli.
I'm disappointed in myself. I said Regina Hall.
Oh, so close to a sweep of the question. All right.
So I technically have a lead on someone right now, right?
You do.
You do?
I'm
Yeah.
holding that.
Oh, Matthew, you need to keep that mouth shut. That lead's not lasting.
Oh no, I know it's not, but I'm gonna hold that proud.
Let him revel in it.
Yeah.
All right.
Sandy?
All right. Your question number 2 in the first round is under the category of quotes. What famous character said, "Listen to them, the children of the night. What music they make"?
Pretty fond of this character.
Pretty fond of this question.
Thank you.
I'm pretty fond of both of you.
We
Thank
like you, Alex. Let's keep this
Really?
going.
That's a surprise.
No.
5.
We just
4,
asked for the character, right? Just the
Yes,
character,
the character.
not the actor.
Nope.
3,
Yes.
2,
Okay.
1. Pens down.
All right. This time we will start with Eli.
Dracula, of course.
That is correct.
That's correct.
All right. And then over to Aaron.
I'm way off. I wrote a blue guy in Avatar.
All right. And,
I didn't pick one. I just
All right.
picked.
And over to Matthew.
Dracula.
Whoa!
Hey, there you go.
Dracula.
And last but not least, Jen.
Dracula.
There
Avatar
it
makes
is.
sense though.
All right. Your third question, guys, is in the category of DC. In what film does Lois Lane write an article called "Why the World Doesn't Need Superman"? Look what Sandy's got there.
See, it's funny. You've got his logo in your background. Sandy has him on his chest.
Yeah.
I've got it tattooed on my butt.
Do you really?
No, I don't. I just wanted to be funny.
And 1. Pens down, everybody.
All right. Let's go ahead and start with Jen. Jen?
Jen.
Superman Returns.
Correct.
That is
Correct.
correct. And Paul?
I was wrong. I said Donna Justice.
Oh. And Matthew?
Superman Returns.
Wow, he's
Correct.
perfect so far.
All right. Over to Aaron.
Guy.
Superman Returns.
Correct.
Nice.
And Eli.
Superman Returns.
Correct.
Nice
Wow,
one.
that's nuts.
I thought you said DCEU. Damn it.
No, just DC. Sorry, buddy.
All right. Another one of my favorite questions in this round comes in the category of action adventure. Which James Bond film has a media mogul villain named Elliot Carver?
Media mogul villain.
Sorry, I didn't hear any of that.
Let me repeat it for you.
Neither did I.
Okay, so in action adventure, which James Bond film has a media mogul villain named Elliot Carver?
Can you just say the name one more time?
Elliot Carver.
Yeah, he's the Elliot Carver's the villain. In which James Bond film? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right. Let's go ahead. And this time we start with Eli.
Played by the magnificent Jonathan Pierce in Tomorrow Never Dies.
That is
All
correct.
right.
Nice, yeah, correct.
All right. Over to Aaron.
I don't even know if this is the name of a James Bond movie, but The World Is Not Enough.
Yeah,
That
That
is
was the
Is that
next
one?
movie,
That's the
but
wrong one.
Not the
Okay.
right one, but it is in there.
Incorrect, but
and
Yes.
over to Matthew.
I had Live and Let Die, then wrote Tomorrow Never Dies at the last second. I
All
got
right, we'll give it to you. All right.
Wow.
And over to Paul.
Came out my birth year. Tomorrow Never Dies.
Nice.
Mm.
You just made me feel old. Thank you.
Oh,
And
You always
finally,
make me
Jen.
feel old, so I already feel old.
No, I didn't have it.
Okay.
okay,
All
I
right,
just
guys,
have to
you're
double
next.
check. Tomorrow Never Dies is also a Pierce Brosnan one, right?
It is,
Yes.
yeah. World is not
Yeah.
enough was the next one after that. So you were
Yep.
really
Okay,
right.
so I was in the ballpark. Okay, cool.
You're very much in the ballpark. Okay, sorry, Jen. The next category is directors. Who directed Single? Who directed Singles and Aloha?
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Can you repeat that?
The less said about that movie, the better.
Yeah, who directed
I like-
Singles and Aloha?
I like the first one a lot.
Not so much the second one.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
Damn, Mackenzie.
5. Oh, that's your counting.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down.
All right. This time we start with Jen.
Cameron Crowe.
That is correct.
That is correct.
Achievable.
All right. Over to Paul.
Cameron Crowe.
Nice.
Correct. And Matthew.
I had Judd Apatow. I had no
Ooh.
clue.
All right. And Aaron.
Russian can cut.
Cameron Crowe. It's a little rushed, but
Correct. That's all right. And finally, over to Eli.
I literally had no idea.
Okay.
It's better that no one knows about Aloha.
Yeah.
is it
Yeah.
sad that Aloha is the one that triggered my memory and not whatever the first one was?
Yeah, you didn't know the good movie.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
have never seen either of those.
Your next question comes in the
I
category
did see Aloha.
of
Emma Stone was a great Asian.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, let's move on, please.
Pixar.
Oh.
In the Toy Story series, which character had formerly belonged to a little girl named Emily?
Jen
Yes.
jumping right on that one.
My kind of question.
There you go, my friend. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Can't believe the
1.
answer I gave you this.
Hands down.
All right. We will start with Eli this time.
Jesse.
That's correct.
Correct.
And Aaron.
Jesse.
Correct.
All right. Matthew.
Howdy, partner. It's Jesse.
Correct. Paul.
Want to have Jesse's girl, Jesse.
Yeah.
All right. And finally, Jen.
Course.
Yeehaw, Jesse.
There it is.
Correct.
All right, guys. Your penultimate question is unfortunately in the category of movie release dates.
Scott, man.
I'm not going to sing it.
All right, guys. This may not be too bad. We'll see. What decade, I'm just looking for a decade, saw the release of Cat Ballou, The Fortune Cookie, and Repulsion? What decade saw the release of those 3 films?
I'm repulsed by that question.
If you
And
watch the Schmodown, maybe something will get jogged here.
5,
Or if you watch great movies.
4,
That's true. That's
3, 2, and pens down, please.
All right. This time we start with Jen.
I said 60s.
She did it.
Correct.
That is
Release
correct.
question.
All right. Over to Paul.
Love Cat
We
Baloo.
can do
1960s.
Nice.
Correct. And Matthew.
I got 60s, but I just put a random number in front of a 0 and got that one.
All right. I'll give you the point for that. And Aaron.
I originally had 50s written and then scribbled it out, so I have nothing.
Okay. And finally, Eli.
I originally had 70s, but then I put 50s.
Oh, you were off both
You're
ways.
so good. You're getting closer.
All right.
Well, not really.
All right. Your last question in round 1, guys, comes in the category of crime. Which Quentin Tarantino film refers to the character Tony, Rocky, Horror, and Bonnie who aren't shown on screen?
Now, this is one of my favorite questions Jeremy's ever asked.
Oh, thank you.
Can you repeat the question?
I sure can. In the category of crime, which Quentin Tarantino movie refers to the character Tony, Rocky, Horror, and Bonnie who aren't shown on screen?
It's 2 characters. Yeah, Tony, Rocky, Horror, and Bonnie. It refers to them. Yep. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right. This time we start with Eli.
I'm most likely wrong and most likely the first eliminated, which is disappointing. I put Jackie Brown.
Ooh, that is
Sorry.
incorrect. And over to Aaron.
Is it Pulp Fiction?
That is correct.
It is.
Correct. Yes.
All right. And then Matthew.
I had Reservoir Dogs.
Ooh.
That was the other one.
And Paul.
Pulp Fiction.
Correct. And finally, Jen.
Pulp Fiction.
Correct.
There you go. That was a good round.
That was a good round, you guys.
Really
All right.
Good.
all the way around.
Just doing a quick tally of the scores, and here is how we're looking after one round. we have a tie for first place. Both Jen and Paul nearly perfect, each getting 7 out of 8 points. Following them right behind with 6, Matthew.
Wow.
Hey!
Then
The killer.
moving on to round number 2 with a score of 5 is Aaron, meaning that with a score of 4, Eli, you put up a great showing in your first full medal match, but your night for scoring points is done. You are eliminated.
I wasn't first eliminated. That was my goal.
Four
Yeah, I was gonna
is
say,
not
that's my goal.
first round, man.
There's been matches where 4 has been the high score, so.
Yeah, you did great, Eli, in any other match, and Atomic Nation loves you, brother.
I'm disappointed in myself. I'm going to sulk in the corner.
You'll be back with a vengeance.
All right.
Sandy will be there momentarily.
All right. With that done, we have our 4 players moving on to round number 2, so let's not waste any time. Round number 2 works like this. We will be getting competitors to pick numbers between 1 and 7. Since Jen and Paul are both in the lead, they will each get to pick 2 numbers. We will then run a random number generator. If a number chosen by a contestant comes up, they get to pick the category for round number 2 from Jeremy's lot. However, if the one number that a contestant has not chosen comes up in the random number generator, they are forced to answer from Jeremy's ultra super secret double probation category of doom, death, and destruction, which was written in Sandy's dungeon. So on that note, let's go ahead and let's get some numbers. First, because he is the higher ranked player from season 2, we'll get Paul to give us the first number.
I'll go with 2.
Based on record. Okay. And then I'll get Jen to give 2 numbers because she's the overall higher ranked player.
I didn't hear what he said, but 2 and 5.
I said 2 already.
Paul already took 2,
No.
so I'll give you 5, and we need another
Okay.
number.
My feed keeps cutting in and out. So yeah, so whatever. 3.
Okay. And then, Paul, you get to pick the next number.
4.
Okay. Then I need Matthew, pick 1, 6, or 7.
I'll take 1.
Okay. And Aaron, pick 6 or 7.
I guess I'll go with 7.
Okay. So if number 6 comes up on the number generator, y'all are screwed. Let's go ahead and find out.
No 6.
And it is number 5. I don't know if you can see that with the bright. All right. But that means Jen gets to pick the poison for round number 2. Jeremy, give her the options.
All right,
Box-
Jen, here are your choices for the
Box
round
office,
2,
please.
the round 2 category for everyone to play. Your choices are 80s movies, Keanu Reeves, comic book movie villains, frat movies, or famous movie speeches. You also do have the option of picking the secret category, which would be worth double points.
Yes. If you don't like any of the predetermined options, you can pick the secret category, and every correct answer by any player is worth double points.
No, Jeremy goes down some scary alleys sometimes. I'm gonna go with famous movie speeches. Sounds cool.
Oh,
Not
nice.
surprised. Not surprised at all.
All right.
All right. Okay, let's go ahead and keep alternating, Sandy. I'll keep the first one here.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Your first question in the category of famous movie speeches. Finish this line from the Shawshank Redemption. Blank is just a bullshit word. So you go on and stamp your form, Sonny, and stop wasting my time.
Yes. Love that question.
Thank you. Love that.
Love this
scene.
Can you repeat it one more time?
Yeah. Finish this line from the Shawshank Redemption. Blank is just a bullshit word. So you go on and stamp your form, Sonny, and stop wasting my time.
I'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get some answers.
All right. We will start with Jen.
I said rehabilitated.
Exactly correct.
Nice.
All right. And over to Paul.
Rehabilitated.
Yep.
Wow.
And Matthew.
I scribbled down rehabbed. I thought of it at the last second. Does that count?
I don't think we can take
the
that.
whole
I'm
thing.
sorry.
It's the
you're real
quote. It's
close.
an exact quote, so unfortunately no.
Okay.
And Aaron.
I was way off. I wrote justice. I don't like votes.
All right.
All right, Sandy, you got
All right.
the next one.
Question number 2 in famous movie speeches. What biopic has the line, "You've been had, you've been took, you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok?
We need the name of the movie.
And this is not Stephen A. Smith, by the way.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down.
All right, and this time we will start with Paul.
Malcolm X gonna give it to you.
That is correct. And Matthew.
I had Hoosiers because I had no idea.
All right, and then over to Aaron.
I didn't have anything.
All right, and finally Jen.
Yeah, I had Catch Me If You Can.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought of Malcolm X at the last minute, but
Okay.
I did too. I wrote Mal.
Remember,
Very
if
good.
needed, you can ask for a
you
repeat
can ask
to get a
for
time
repeat.
extension.
You can get up to 2 repeats if you need them. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Should have made that.
Yeah,
clear.
no one's asked for a repeat yet. That's crazy.
Well, just one so far.
I didn't know the rules.
Sorry.
Well, you did jump in last minute, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, guys. Your next question. In Apocalypse Now, what does Colonel Kurtz say happened to all the children in a village who received inoculations? What happened to all the children in a village that received either vaccinations or inoculations?
there's no multiple
just
choice
get-
on any of these, right?
No, there isn't. Just get as close as you can with the wording.
Can you get a repeat, please?
Yeah. In Apocalypse Now, what does Colonel Kurtz say happened to all the children in a village who received inoculations? And we'll be a little more lenient with the wording. Just get as close as you can.
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
Can I get one more repeat?
Yep. Your last one. In Apocalypse Now, what does Colonel Kurtz say happened to all the children in a village who received inoculations? Five,
4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down, please.
All right, and this time we will start with Matthew.
They got autism.
No, sorry.
I'm Jenny McCarthy.
Maybe,
Wow.
maybe, but that's
Okay,
not-
let's move on. Let's go over to Aaron.
They got killed.
Yeah, he doesn't specifically say whether or not they died, so I
No.
can't.
All right,
take that on
and then over to Jen.
Closer than I thought I'd be.
Yep.
I just said they got sick.
Sorry.
And Paul.
I don't know. It said went crazy.
No,
Ooh.
sorry guys. That was a
Good
tough
job,
one.
guys.
The answer was they cut off their arms. They cut off the
Oh
arms
my
that were
God.
inoculated. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Good job, gang.
Your last question in this category of quotes is: in Casablanca, Rick says, "This looks like the beginning of a beautiful friendship." To which character?
You cut out. Can you say it
Yeah.
again?
In Casablanca, Rick says, "This looks like the beginning of a beautiful friendship." To which character?
So famous line most everyone knows, but do they know who he said it to? That's the question.
Right. That's the trick.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right, and this time we will start with Aaron.
I went with the only name I know from that movie, Sam.
No, sorry.
All right, over to Jen.
Louis.
That is correct.
All right, and Paul.
I had Reynolds. God damn it.
All right, and finally Matthew.
Thank you, Mr. Roberts' film class, Louis.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, and that brings us to the end of round number 2, which was a little merciless. And yes, he did just tip the hat by waving. Aaron unfortunately blanked out that round. His score is still 5 points, so he has been eliminated from competition. His night for scoring points is done. And moving on to the round number 3, Matthew with a score of 7 and still tied for the lead with 9 points each overall, Jen and Paul. But that being said, this is where things get interesting, folks, because this is the official debut of the brand new round number 3, which, as I called it in the championship match, it's double jeopardy, baby. Here's how it works. Contestants will be given 5 questions to answer with a count to respond by writing them down on a whiteboard. If you get the question correct, you gain a point. If you miss the question or do not submit an answer, you lose a point. We will go until 2 players have been mathematically eliminated, and if there is still a tie for the lead after the 5 questions, we will go to a sudden death tiebreaker. So, Paul, Jen, Matthew, are you ready for round number 3?
Technically.
You betcha.
Yeah.
All right.
The confidence.
Let's go ahead and let's get this final round
Well,
going.
I'm
Jeremy?
hearing like every other word, so I'm like, yes, I think I'm good.
All right.
Just answer the questions, Jen. You'll be fine.
All right.
I figured.
All right, guys. Your first question in round 3. In the category of new releases, what actor plays the young farmer Thomas McGregor in Peter Rabbit?
I can't believe I got this question wrong in testing when I actually saw the trailer for it, Jeremy. I'm just...
Yeah.
Wait, can you repeat? Sorry, can you repeat that?
In the category of new releases, who plays the young farmer Thomas McGregor in Peter Rabbit?
We're gonna start a count in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down.
All right. We will start with Jen.
Donald Gleason.
That is correct.
All right. And over to Paul.
Donald Gleason.
And Matthew.
Nope.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
All right.
Sandy, you have to ask this one.
I have to ask this one. All right. Your next question is in the category of one of my favorites, Star Trek. Which character is captured and held by the Borg in Star Trek First Contact?
My favorite Star Trek movie.
It's one of mine.
Matthew.
Getting some cringes from Jen there.
She knows it. She's just got to think
I've
about
never
it.
seen it.
Oh, no.
No, I've never seen it.
Oh,
Can I get a repeat, please?
You sure can. In the category of Star Trek, which character is captured and held by the Borg in Star Trek First Contact?
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
all right. This time we will start with Paul.
Yeah, I didn't know. I just said Picard.
Ooh.
That would have been in the flashback. Yeah.
All right.
From the series.
And Matthew.
Data.
Correct.
And Jen.
I
Jen.
said Data because I actually know him.
No!
I needed that swing.
And Jen pulls into the lead.
I only know like 3 of the characters from Next Generation.
It's over.
All right.
God damn.
All right, guys. Your next question is in the category of taglines, movie taglines. What film has the tagline, "They're bad boys, they're diehards, they're lethal weapons"?
So good. Good.
Sorry, can you do it one more time?
Yes. What movie has the tagline, "They're bad boys, they're diehards, they're lethal weapons"?
Hey, repeat that one more time.
Yes. What film has the tagline, "They're bad boys, they're diehards, they're lethal weapons"?
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down.
All right. This time we start with Matthew.
I had no idea I put Naked Gun.
Ooh,
Good guess.
good
Not a
guess.
bad
Good
guess. All right. Over to Jen.
Jen.
I just said Wayne's World. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yes. I think Paul might
And
have
Paul.
this one.
It's gonna be Hot Fuzz.
There it is.
Correct.
Oh, I love that movie.
Damn it.
Oh,
All right.
That makes so much
This
sense
is
now.
such a barn burner. Such a barn burner.
barn burner. All right, guys. Your next category is in classics.
Okay.
In Midnight Cowboy, Joe Buck travels to New York City, hoping to take on what profession?
We'll accept a couple different wordings of it. Just, we want you to get close.
Can I get a repeat, please?
You can. In the category of classics, in Midnight Cowboy, Joe Buck travels to New York City, hoping to take on what profession?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right. This time we start with Jen.
Jen.
Oh, sorry. I don't. It's been a while. I know he becomes a male escort, but I don't know if that's why he went.
Yes, we will accept
That
that.
is exactly why.
Okay.
All right. And then over to Paul.
Prostitute.
Nice.
We'll accept that as well.
And finally, Matthew.
I have Gigolo. You take
We'll
that?
take
We will
that too.
accept that as well.
We will
Wow.
take that.
That's a different job, though.
Full metal thesaurus over here.
However, because of the point differential, Matthew, unfortunately, you have not caught up enough. You are eliminated from competition.
That was
What
a hell.
performance.
That was a hell of a
God.
performance for your first match with us, though.
That's almost as impressive a debut as Paul had.
I tried my best.
You're gonna change your name to the Killer.
All right. All right, that brings us to our last question. This is possibly for all the marbles here.
Yep.
If not, we go to a tiebreaker.
Release dates,
Wow.
release dates, release dates, release dates.
All right.
No.
The category, guys, is comedy again. I think that's what we started with. It's what we end with. On the Rocks is the subtitle of the sequel to which 80s comedy?
Oh my god.
Would have known this in about a second, wouldn't you, Sandy?
Yep.
Teammates.
5.
Can I get a repeat, please?
Yes. On the Rocks is the subtitle of the sequel to what 80s comedy?
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, and pens down.
All right. This is the final question. Both players are tied, so we will just get the answers first before we announce anything. We will start with Paul
Is that Arthur?
and Jen.
Shit, I said cocktail. He's right.
And your winner, winning the first match of season 2, Primetime Paul Oyama.
Oh, my dear God.
Wow.
I really thought Jen had that. I
Woo!
really did.
I thought we were going to sudden death, but
Yep.
damn.
Oh,
That was-
Oyama with those fake outs.
I got stuck on booze. That was it.
Start calling you the king of the fake
I remember the poster with him holding the sign.
Yeah.
All right. Whoa. Okay. That was exactly what we wanted it to be. That was a hot match to start season 2.
Awesome.
That was amazing. Paul,
Yes.
you came back in on the same heat. You brought in season 1 in your first match and in the Oscars call out. How you feeling right now? Getting that first win of season 2, putting the league on notice. How you feeling right now?
Still got a little nerves coursing through me. My accuracy rate took a little bit of a hit, but I was glad to get this win. A win against Jen, I feel like should count as like 5 wins in my book. But
Kinda does.
yeah, I was super impressed. Matt played a great game. I mean, every player in this match would have won a lot of games in this league. So, oof.
All right.
Just
And
glad to
Jen,
have survived.
you put up a hell of a performance coming back. This is your first time back with us since February with the Disney call out, I think. How are you liking it, the new round 3? Do you think that helped a bit to keep going or in the round without having to be eliminated?
Yeah, I think that's a good way of doing it. And yeah, everyone here, this was a strong matchup. So good job, everybody. And yeah, that's my bad on the last one. But I got a movie release date and I got a director, so I'm very proud of myself.
Yeah, you
Both
did.
of those.
All right, Jeremy, Sandy, you guys, that was a hell of a match from all of our players. What do you guys think of the first match of season 2?
It was everything that we hoped. It was great. Great mix of players. And, I mean, Paul Oyama, he's shaping up to be a legend, but I really think the story of this match is Matthew Rosa. I think this is a name that we're all going to know soon. I'm very impressed. We just brought him in at the last second, and it was awesome. So I'm so happy with everyone that played, and it's going to be a great season.
Yeah, I echo Jeremy's sentiments there. I think everybody played well. I really do. I pity the next group of players who play in season 2, match number 2, because this is going to be a pretty tough one to top so far. So congratulations, you guys. You did a hell of a job tonight.
All right. Yes, everybody involved. Amazing work. I think that is the ending everyone expected, but goddamn, the way they got there and was amazing. And folks, that does bring us to the end of the match. So just to close things out, if you are watching us live, thank you so much. You've been watching us here on the Full Metal Media live channel, which that will be the name of it as soon as we're done with this match. If you aren't watching us live, you've caught us here on the Worldwide Movie Games Network. Thank you so much for supporting us on both. Like and follow both groups on Facebook, and of course, check us both out and subscribe to both Full Metal Trivia, Full Metal Media, and Worldwide Movie Games on YouTube. Next week, we will be back with match number 2 of season number 2, and I think we all hope that it can even half live up to this match, because this was a hot one. Season 2 is here. We are off to a hot start. If you loved round number 3, let us know in the comments below. If you didn't like round number 3, go stuff it. But otherwise, for everyone involved this evening, our players, Aaron Connole, Eli McCaig, Matthew Rosa, Jen Kempe, and the victorious Paul Oyama. Your hosts have been Mark Borch, Sandy Robinson, Jeremy Adams, and myself, Alex Worden. This is Full Metal Trivia Season 2, and we will see you next week on Monday or possibly Friday with with our first call-out match. Either way, that's when you will see us next time on Full Metal Trivia. Good night.